So Derek, among the things you're focused on at Comcast is 3D TV. Tell us about that and what Comcast is doing with 3D right now.
Well, we started in 3D in 2008. We had a Hannah Montana concert. That's an anaglyph technology, which was the original 3D with the cardboard glasses. So we started then, and over the next 2 years or so, or a year and a half or so, we had 5 different movies and events in 3D with anaglyph technology. Across those 5 different events, we found that we carried them in standard def, high def, and 3D. We found that about 16% of the views, when someone hit play, 16% of the time, they did it in 3D. And so that was, pretty substantial usage. Even with high def today, it's usually only 25% or so.
So did that surprise you? Was that higher than you would have expected?
Yeah, I think it was. It was higher than we anticipated, and I think that was a really good indicator that, 3D was going to be an interesting segment. Now, it is a little strange because the 5 things that we did, they were either kids events or slasher movies. So you understand that certainly over-indexes into the 3D space, but still nonetheless, it was a pretty big number, and that, sort of showed us the way.
Do you think 3D is going to resonate most with the younger crowd? Do you think that's where you'll find the most traction with it?
Well, as you know, the first stereoscopic 3D that we did was the Masters. And the Masters, it was the first live national sporting event in 3D. That clearly appeals to an older demographic. That was very well received. So I think, it will depend very much on the programming. I think sports will appeal across the board, movies will appeal across the board, and then there's going to certainly be a 3D gaming wave as well. But
what does a consumer need to have? They need to have a 3D set, right?
They have to have a 3D set, that's right. And the newer 3D TV sets available from Sony, Panasonic, and Samsung, they all have their own glasses. So if you have a Panasonic TV, you have to have a Panasonic set of glasses. And then basically, 3D programming, it's different than the old technology. The way it looks on a regular TV is literally side by side. So you'll see 2 versions of the exact same image, left, right. It's a little bit different than you're expecting.
So obviously there's a mix of things that a consumer will need to have. One of those things, of course, is the glasses, and I think a lot of folks want to know what they actually look like. For people that haven't seen them, they're pretty sturdy.
These are the Panasonic glasses, and you can see I wear glasses. They're clearly designed in such a way that they'll, handy dandy demo, that they'll fit over your glasses. They're not too uncomfortable. I think it's the kind of thing you get used to.
Okay, final question for you. What's going to be the biggest barrier to the success of 3D?
I think it's really going to be gated by the content. We view, at Comcast, we view 3D as being sort of event programming. Special event, it's got to be a big enough event that you're going to actually put these glasses on, right? And sit down in front of your TV and watch a show. So the more solid event programming that comes along, whether it's a big sporting event or the Oscars or the Emmys or a great movie, Avatar, whatever it might be, the more content there is, the more people will adopt the technology.
Okay, now this is my real final question. So what is the secret sauce to success in 3D then?
Well, I think 3D is going to be an interesting technology because clearly, at least in the beginning phase, it's going to be more technically savvy people that that want to watch it. And for us, the way we look at it is it's a great fit for on-demand because we will be able to have tons and tons of content available for you on your schedule. That's always our sort of unique differentiator at Comcast, and that's what we're all about.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank you very much.